What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure you hit that like, hit that sub. Show your boy some love. Real quick video, man. I know. It's early in the season. I know a lot of people are going to, it's only, I heard one clown on Showtime channel say, it's only 4% of the season right now. It's too early to assess. But I got to, man. I'd be a damn fool to sit back and just allow people to skate out of that smoke that they deserve. For all the off-season criticism that the Suns received, for all the false narratives put on the Suns, chemistry issues, this and that, I'd be a damn fool to not at least address it. I was going to do a live stream on it, but that's time-consuming. The internet service at my house is not that good, so I figured, you know what, I'll just, do a quick video on it. Listen, y'all, first of all, let me give a shout-out to Devin Booker. Shout-out to the Suns overall for being 3-1. But this is mainly because of Devin Booker, man. Devin Booker has finally took the jump that we all anticipated, that we all hoped that he would take. Maybe 2 years too late, because we'd probably have a championship if he was playing like this the first year we got Chris Paul. But you can see, like, even though it's early, I know it's early, you can see an edge to Devin Booker. You can see a lot of improvements to his game, specifically from the three-point line, his willingness to take threes, pull up from in transition. And that's another thing, a clown, I had shared a post on a Facebook page, Phoenix Suns Nation. I had shared a post on there, and a clown had told me, Devin Booker looks the same, man. He doesn't look like he made any improvements. He just looks the same. Well, I mean, damn, Devin Booker was one of the best scorers last year. Like, does he really, like, are you going to be able to see any type of improvements from an elite scorer, right? Is there really that much room to grow from? And God forbid he did that. Like, he made improvements. I gotta give Devin Booker his props. I'm not one to come out here and toot my horn for Devin Booker too much, because I expect the most out of him as the leader of this team, the best player of this team. And he's taking that leadership role this year. Let's make sure we address that as well. But I've never been one to overly praise Devin Booker here. Now, I may go to other channels and praise him, but here, I tend to criticize him a lot. And that's something I'm going to work on, man. Like last year, I took the approach of I'm going to only address the negatives. That way we can grow from them. This year, I'm going to only address the positives. And the biggest positive from this team is Devin Booker. I got to give him his props, man. He's taking that step. He's doing exactly what we asked him to do, being more aggressive, taking the mantle from Chris Paul, rightfully so. Chris Paul, I wouldn't say he's taking a step back. He's just understanding that he's 38 years old now, and he can't do the same things he's doing, what he did in previous years. So you see DeAndre Ayton getting more attempts. You see Devin Booker getting more attempts. You see even Cam Johnson getting more attempts. I would wish that Mikal Bridges would offer a little bit more offensively, but defensively, he's still Mikal Bridges. This team, I don't understand why people said we would take a step back. I don't know what you meant by a step back. Did you mean Devin Booker would take more step back threes? Did you mean Cam Johnson would integrate a step back into his game? What did you mean by a step back? I'm still waiting on that step back. Then I heard a goofy by the name of Mingle Jester on Showtime channel, Showtime Basketball on Point. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel, one of the most fire channels on YouTube. Heard a goofy on there say, we seen them do this last year. No, we did not. The Suns struggled out the gate last year, right? As we did the year before that. It was more of the same, right? And what's different this year than last year or the years prior is Chris Paul's way of attack is non-existent. It's not as prevalent as it was in previous years. He's not initiating the offense like he used to, right? We're seeing more point Booker. We're seeing more, hell, even Mikal Bridges bringing the ball up court, right? We're seeing more DA as DA wanted, right? He may not be putting out the statistical output, but he's a very underrated passer, right? And we all know when you get your big man involved, he does more on both ends. So we're seeing that out of DA as well. I had DA as being an all-star this year, and so far, I feel like he's going to make that. You know what I mean? It may not be voted in because you got guys like Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert at that position. But and Nikola Jokic, I think Nikola Jokic should get voted in easily over DeAndre Ayton. But DeAndre Ayton has a very good chance of being a reserve all-star if he continues this level of play. Devin Booker, in my opinion, has a chance to win MVP this year. Now, I'm not going to promote that. I'm not going to push that because I could care less about regular season accomplishments, right? Even us being, moderately successful right now, you can only take it with a grain of salt because it's like it's only 4% of the season, right? Ain't that what that clown said? 4% of the season. It's only we're only 4 games in. We're 3-1. So I can only take that with a grain of salt. It's a long season. We're gonna have a lot of ups, a lot of downs. But right now, if I'm gonna choose an MVP right now, you'd be hard pressed to find anybody who's a stronger candidate other than Devin Booker. Devin Booker's doing everything for this team, and is it sustainable? We'll see. We have a very tough challenge coming up next with the New Orleans Pelicans. A winnable game in my opinion, but they have a lot of young talent. That's going to be a big test. A lot of people said the New Orleans Pelicans were going to be a top 3, top 5 team this year. So, irregardless of how that outcome comes, I expect an excuse to come by if we beat them, right? I expect, it's still early in the season. If we beat them, it's early in the season. But if we lose, the Suns are in trouble. That's just how it goes. That's how, let's say the Suns would have started off 1-3 instead of 3-1. Right, it wouldn't have been 4% of the season at that point. It would have been, I told y'all the Suns got chemistry issues. I told y'all that was going to take come on now. Let's just call it how it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to hold y'all to y'all standards. I'm not going to hold y'all accountable for y'all words. Because at the end of the day, a lot of cats on YouTube who has these strong opinions are faceless, are nameless, and are baseless in their points. They just speak from emotions. They speak from feelings, anticipations, right? They hope the Suns are going to take a step back. They don't know they're going to take a step back, right? You say, we're judging the Suns. We're judging the season already after 4 games. Well, y'all judged us off of 4 losses to the Dallas Mavericks. Y'all said we were going to take a step back. Why? Because of 4 losses to the Mavericks. That's why, right? So keep that same energy. That's going to be my mantra. That's going to be my motto for this season, is keep that same energy. Because I spent all off season, I sat back and I let y'all spew y'all rhetoric all off season, right? I sat back and I listened. Keep that same energy. Because when it's my time to talk, I don't want to hear anybody talking. It's my time. I got the stage when it's my time to talk. Point blank period. Hit that comment section. Let me know how you feel about this one. I'm out of here.